Hi guys, before we get this video started, I just want to mention that if I do say anything wrong, make sure to leave a comment down below. Just tell me what I did wrong. We can talk about it. And you'll probably be right because maybe I'm not right about most things. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm right about everything. But yeah, if you have any questions, just leave it down in the comments below and let's get straight into this video. Yo, what is going on, everyone? Today, as you all know, Anime Rangers X has gone through a huge reset, a huge data reset, like nothing from the past game is saved. And many people don't know where to start now since, gems are going to be hard to get, people don't know what units to get, what gears to get, etc. So let's just get straight into it. First, you're going to want to go to Summon, right? There's going to be a few units you wanna prioritize over the rest. Let's go here. So in the new update, there's going to be a few you want to be going for. Toji, he's probably the fastest unit in the game right now. He's a really good rusher, also can be used as a meat shield. And Asuna, she's the best support in the game besides Gojo. Gojo, she's pretty close to Gojo, but I know she's a better support than Gojo. And yeah, Broly's a meat shield. You want to go for him. Saber, she's the second best rusher in the game. Toji, and those are the mythics you really want to prioritize in the mythic banner. Hakari, you don't really want to go for him. Itachi's not really that great of a DPS. The rest just aren't worth it. These are the main four you want to go for. And legendary wise, you might as well just go with Konaki. Try evolve him if you really want to. He's not really necessary. And but he will be necessary if you don't pull a mythic, obviously. He's probably just gonna be a way to go if you don't get one of these at the start. But yeah, you're not going to start out with any gems, but as you can see I have 120,000 because I don't have a life. But here you have codes. You're just going to join the group and level 5. I'll put some on the screen in a second for you guys so you can just paste them in. I'll also put them down in the comments below. And okay, let's get into the next part. Okay guys, so now we're going to go into the most important part of Anime Rangers X, or Re-Rangers X, whatever you want to call it. You go to quest, you go to player. This is a new feature, I'm pretty sure, and you start off with easy. You pretty much finish this by just playing the game. You'll probably have it done by around the end of story mode, maybe sooner, but you don't really have to focus on these. You'll just finish them. You'll finish them unless you do want to focus on them. If you don't start off with a good mythic, like if you don't manage to get a mythic with the gems you pull with the codes, because obviously you get 5,000 gems, 50,000 gold. But yeah, also with gold, you go over here to stats. This is so useful. You're gonna have to maximize your yen as soon as possible. Yen generation can come after maximum yen, but you can just upgrade them both simultaneously, but just put more focus into yen. As you can see, I'm level 88 and my yen generation is 30. You do not need tower health at all. I don't want to see anyone spending any coins into this because it's just not worth your time. Just don't do it. So yeah, maximum yen generation. Even with level 88, I don't even manage to get one unit of mine maxed out. So yeah, just focus on yen generation pretty much. And you'll go level milestones. You'll get these by just playing the game. If you just start AFK in a stage, you'll probably get level 100 overnight. In just one night, maybe two. But yeah, these you get probably the best rewards from here. Now, anyways, let me get back to the play quest before I got sidetracked. Anyways, onto the normal quest. They're not too difficult. Evolving 5 units might take a bit of time, but it's not hard. It's just gonna take time. You'll finish that by yourself. 15 items from any shops, just the merchant. I'll show you guys where the merchant is. You go over here. You're not gonna need those two at the start of the game, but basically you just go here. 15, bang, and there you go. That quest would be done instantly, no sweat at all. 50 ranger stages. Let's get into ranger stages. So the one you want to be focusing on the most, you don't really need to care about these unless you're trying to get gears. Will goes into those later. Now the first, I want to say limited, but exclusive unit, if that's the word, is Solar Fist. This guy is probably going to be one of the first guys you want to go for that isn't on banner, because first of all, he's just easy to get and he doesn't really take that much effort. Also, the stage isn't hard to beat. So what I recommend you guys doing is, if you're on the normal quest and you don't have Gogeta yet, you should just AFK that stage, and then by the time these are done, you'll most likely have Gogeta. He also has a pity of 150 or 100, but I doubt any of you will reach pity for him. And now getting back into it, you can go past normal now. Also, let's go over the rewards. 20 soul fragments, that's incredibly useful. I'll show you guys this later. Stat keys, perfect stat keys, luck potions, not really useful. Ranger crystals is going to be useful for evolving your units. I'll show you guys this later. And then Black Reaper, I wouldn't recommend investing any like trait rerolls into him, maybe like 2 or 3 just to get something like to boost him. Maybe you'll get lucky, but don't like go overboard on Black Reaper because he's not an endgame unit really. Like even in update 1, you're not going to be using him in their endgame. Now this is where the real show starts. Hard quests. The quests aren't really too hard, you know. Crafter obtain 15 pieces of gear. You'll get those in on. Let me actually show you guys the event. If you go over here to Ghoul Hunt Arena over here, you can see that the rewards you get 200 to 225 RC cells, gourmet meal, crimson owl, and reaper capsules. Reaper capsules you're just gonna get casually when you start AFK in this. Basically what these do, I can actually show you guys what these do. If you let's just use 3 here, it gives you the gears from this guy, from this gear set. These gears are like, I wouldn't say they're OP, but you're gonna need the armored shoes a lot. The suit's gonna go on a few people. The glasses, they have the same stats as these, except Crown of Eternity gives a health boost as well, and then the sword gear, you don't want to be using this on anyone, to be fair. And I'll get into the rest of the gears later. But obviously you're not gonna have the ability to get better gears, so as soon as you start doing this, just equip the Reaper capsule gears on any of the units you have currently, and then it should give them a nice boost. And if we look at here, Crimson Owl, as you can see, I have a Sovereign Duplicator Crimson Owl. This is one of the best units, if not the best unit in the game. Maybe Arima might be a bit better, maybe Sukuna is probably better, Gojo might be better, but the top 1 to 5 DPS right now is Yuki, Gojo, Sukuna, Eto, and Arima. I'll make a tier list later on, but those are just the top 1 to 5 DPS. They're all really similar in DPS, like there's not one DPS that like clears the other, like Arima doesn't clear Eto doesn't clear Arima, Sukuna doesn't clear it. Well, it kind of depends what the use is. Arima's more of a boss killer. Eto, you can use it for literally anything. Sukuna, pretty much the same as Eto, and then Gojo's like a support / DPS. So out of the 5, if you had like, well, let's say like a bunch of rerolls on 2x weekend, I'd recommend spending all your rerolls on either Eto, Sukuna, or Arima. A lot of people are just going to tell you to spin on Arima, but it's really up to preference in my opinion. All of them roughly do the same thing, except Arima's most likely probably the best for the new stages, like the raids, Shibuya Incident. This is the Calamity mode where you get Sukuna, and then it's probably really useful in these stages, but I haven't really got Iki yet. And but yeah, on this update, you kind of just want Arima, getting a Sovereign on Arima immediately, and then you can choose between either Sukuna or Eto. You can get either. People are probably going to say Sukuna, but Eto's really good for her own thing too. She has her ultimate, so just Sukuna, but ultimates aren't really useful as of right now because they don't really do anything ultimate. They're sort of just there. It kind of just takes time, takes longer to beat a stage if you use one, so I don't recommend using any. Now, what you should prioritize buying with like merchant wise is these 2 things. Stat boosters, it's going to cost you guys a lot of gold at the start of the game, so I wouldn't save up for them, I wouldn't buy them at the start of the game. But fingers, these things are so annoying, you're going to get shafted so many times, like it's just, I just hate them. And Dr. Megapunks, just keep buying these whenever you can, like you just have to, because they buff they limit break your level. Basically every unit's max level is 50, and if you continue using Mega Points, it's gonna go up to level 100. And yeah, now one of the most really important parts of this game is going to be gears. gears are really going to buff your units like amazingly. Like you need gears for endgame. They're going to buff a unit from probably like 1 times their strength to around like maybe 3 times, 4 times. Like you need gears. So I'm going to give you the exact gears that you need for each unit, each top 1 to 5 DPS unit, each support unit, whatever. So if we go over here, first we're going to start off with Eto/Broly. I'll link this down in the description below and you guys can take a look for yourself obviously, but most of them are just going to have the same build. This is just an ability damage, ability cooldown build. Soul of Chances, it's replaceable with Sloth. It shows you the best traits, what you need. As you can see, it's just the same build for ability damage. It's going to be the same. Kirito follows his own build as a critical hitter. Naruto is just evade rate. Since he's a rusher, it'll be around the same for Saber. And then I don't know why you don't really need this guy. Black Reaper, you can build him if you want to. Gojo follows the same build as a ability rate. And yeah, Sukuna follows this build. So I'll link this down in the description for you guys and you can take a look for yourself. Gears, they're not necessarily hard to get. Like nothing's really hard in this game, it's sort of just gonna take you forever to do it. The ethereal lances are annoying to get in the ranger stages, like 5% drop. And the black lights are actually probably the most easiest gears to get, but they're not really used. The main ones you want to focus on, Wings of the Valkyrie, ethereal lance, Crown of Eternity, and the shoes you get in the box in the Reaper capsule. Now after you build your Eto and Arima, you're going to be pretty much set to go. You really, if you haven't got Asuna yet, which I doubt you haven't, you definitely must have got an Asuna, then her trait doesn't really matter. If you get a duplicator on her, then yeah, it's going to be useful, but it doesn't really matter. She buffs your units when she dies anyway, so you want her to be dying as much as possible. I know that sounds kind of wrong, but it's just what's going to happen. So now we'll get into the harder stages. This is part of the new update, but so what you should focus on, obviously you're gonna have to do Pure Love first to go into the Act 2, but you don't really need Yuta. He's not needed at all. Like he's just gonna be here forever anyway. He's not even a limited unit, so I wouldn't really go for him until you just want to get him for his like blessing or whatever cosmetic. And but Gojo, he's gonna be someone you want, as well as Sukuna, because those two are top 1 to 5 DPS in the game right now. Calamity, you can do it on Nightmare mode. Now, Calamity has a weird feature. It's gonna take, with the right set, it's gonna take 30 to 40 seconds. Nobody's really broken 30 seconds, not even me. But yeah, there's a weird feature. Basically, you have to defeat this guy called the Divine Adapter. It's just Maharaga, and you can only bring 1 to 4 units, 1 to 3 maybe. But the reason why you can only bring 1 to 4 units is because if you bring 6, you're just going to be hitting him too much, and as soon as he hits a 100% adaptation, you're basically just instant gone, and you're never going to beat it. And what I mean by that, he quite literally just finishes the game. Like, it's just defeat screen. Then, so yeah, 1 to 4 units, but you can do it with Asuna, Eto, and Arima. I'm pretty sure you can just do it with Arima solo, but it might just take you a bit longer. And then yeah, and then the raid is I wouldn't say simpler than Calamity, since it's gonna take you longer. It's based on waves. It's like the Go Hunt. You go from wave 1 to wave 5 obviously, and on wave 5 Gojo is gonna be really annoying to kill. Basically, he's gonna be using his domain a lot. Your units are gonna get stunned, and your units are just gonna die randomly. I don't get this. I don't get it. It's so weird, but your units just die out of nowhere even when nothing's hitting them, even when you're out of the enemy's range. But this stage is annoying, not necessarily hard. Everyone gets around 1 minute to 1 minute 30 on this, depending on what you use, obviously. Like, I get around 1 minute and 10 seconds, maybe a bit less. Depends how lucky you get with your RNG and like your crits and etc. And yeah. Once you complete this update, you get Sovereign on... You want Sovereign on every new unit in this update, to be honest. Like, on Arima you can get either Dupe or Solve, it doesn't really matter. Like, Dupe's obviously going to be a bit worse than Sovereign, but it's not gonna make a huge difference. I'm pretty sure you'll still be able to do every stage in the game with him. Eto, yeah, you need Sovereign on her. Yeah, I wouldn't go for anything else. And once you get every new unit in the game, you're gonna be basically done. You don't need to do anything after that until the next update. But you can prepare. You can prepare for the next update by doing dungeons to get trait rerolls, completing your battle pass, obviously. I don't know about challenges still. I really would not do challenges. I think it's just useless. Like, it'd be better if you came to get gears and everything. You want to be getting every gear in the. You want to be getting numerous gears of like the ability damage set, because those are going to be what's useful for like every new unit. Every new unit is going to be useful for that. And, that's pretty much it. I've rearranged X for now. So yeah, I'll probably end up making a tier list and I'll get back to everyone, and I will post that whenever I can. So thank you for watching this far, and I hope this helped you. So I'll see you guys in the next one.